Hello. How is everybody today who is joining us for our next adventure? David, Shannon, Plummet, nice to see you. Players in chat, nice to see you. All right, so far stream isn't broken. Tez, how you doing, buddy? Cross your fingers. That's all I gotta say. We're gonna cross our fingers on that one. All right, let's just get started.
Apparently they're trying to start up a no taxes after age 55 initiative.
Woo.
Oh, look, we're live.
Hey. Hello. All right. Things haven't broken yet.
Is it me?
Yo, why would you say that?
I see
That's
Kat.
exactly how you break things.
Yeah, well, I see Kat's here.
Yes.
Is she actually here? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, let's get started. So, last week you guys, well, actually 2 weeks ago, unfortunately, you guys entered Close Haven with the intent of figuring out what was going on, why people were disappearing, why some of the animals were being taken off, and like the strange just occurrences that are going on inside the town. You guys made it to Close Haven really without any issues. You stopped in Ire. For some of you, you got to see a pretty cool and unique new city. Managed to get your hands on some interesting magical items. And we also learned a little bit more about Stisk and his background. You then made it up to Close Haven, actually got in. You talked to Hagwin, who seems to be the town's mayor or marshal, and just by talking to him, you can see that he has his hands full with the crops being dead and trying to figure out a way to reap what they can out of that, just for the town's survival, plus everything going on with the disappearances. He definitely has way too much on his plate all at once. He did point you in the direction of Aro, I believe. Yes. Aros. To give you a little bit more information, you did go to Aros's house. You talked to him a little bit. He told you that the most recent disappearance was a young boy, Rochelle's son, that his father had died years ago in like a logging accident, and that he was disappeared, and that his mother is now also missing, presumably to look for her lost child. You then decided to look around the town. Two of you went kind of like inspecting some buildings and saw a pretty messed up one. You found some interesting hair inside of it. The rest of you went to talk to the animals and had some interesting dialogue with the local pigs.
To say the least.
After your dialogue session with the pigs, you all then decided to go to, well, not all of you, but Kyler did decide to go talk to Hagwin again, and he did call for like a town meeting. Hagwin told you that he'd be able to round something up basically tomorrow, like during the day. He then offered you the house that's empty as a place to stay, and you all agreed, and that's where we left off. It is currently nighttime, and you all are bedding down for the night. Do any of you try to get anything done before you go to bed?
Yes.
I don't remember if I did something with that rope that we found in that house, but I will do something with that before I sleep.
You turned it into what's his face?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, you brought it with you to Kyler, so Kyler could show it to Hagwin.
Dang it, I forgot to detect magic on it.
Trying to get another nosebleed?
No, never again. That's actually a lie. Next time I see that, if I ever see that stall again, it's going to happen again.
All right. Yeah, so Stisk, what are you trying to do?
Okay. Hey, Kyler.
Yes.
What do you think we're up against?
If I had the answer for that, we wouldn't be running in circles right now.
Do you want to potentially set up a trap for tonight?
I don't know if a trap would stop whatever it is. I'm sure
We're
we would
not
hear
trying
it.
to stop it. We're just trying to find it and lure it. I was thinking of putting some rations out by one of the pig pens away enough that they'll see it and try to get to it and make some noise. And hopefully the rations will actually attract whatever's out there for some free food by where it used to hunt. And then
You think rations would lure it more than the pigs?
free food with no effort.
But these dried rations, other than the juicy pigs, you know.
Right, that's why we're putting it by the pigs to entice it even more.
Were you offended by these supposed talking pigs? Like,
I-
you want them to die? Is that what's happening?
They're pigs.
I just don't see why they would bother with rations. But if
Okay.
you'd like to try, you can.
All right. So, in shifts, go outside and see if we can watch something happen.
I don't see why not. Does anyone else disagree? It would also help to keep an eye on the city the little village at night.
Works for me.
Okie dokie. So you guys are going to take shifts. Stisk, I assume you're taking the first one since you're setting up the
Yep.
lure. Okay. What exactly are you
I
doing?
will take it with him.
I am going to put rations outside of the reach of the pigs, but enough that they can actually smell it and actually be attracted to her and hopefully make some noise to try to get to them.
Okay.
And it's going to be about, we'll go with 3 rations.
Why are we using rations to attract pigs when they're in a pen?
We're not trying to attack
attack-
pigs. We're
yeah.
trying to attract what's going after the pigs.
Then use the pigs as bait.
That's what we're doing.
Are we at an inn or something?
No, you guys are in the abandoned house.
Maybe we should kill the pigs first.
Well, not both of them. What's the name? I don't even remember the name of the other.
We should
thing.
kill both of the pigs.
Frank and Oinkers.
Okay, but Oinkers didn't do anything. It was just Frank.
Oinkers was agreeing.
Oink.
I mean, did we eat tonight? Maybe we could save some like chicken instead of our rations. That'd be more tastier than. Those
Xander,
dry
we are
stuff.
not feeding the pigs chicken.
No, I'm not. No, for the trap. Instead of rations, use.
Okay, we can totally use the chicken then.
We have like food, yeah. Save some of our food.
I mean, yeah, you guys do know that this large building that's like in the center of town is like a communal building, like a communal eating hall and all that kind of stuff.
That actually wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm Kyler, do you want to come with me so we can actually let them know what we're doing in case this thing does come to town?
At this point, I'm sure if it's coming to town, it's coming to town anyway. I
Right, but
don't
do you want
think
to let
our
them know?
little bait will do anything.
Do you want to at least let the town know what we're planning so they can actually be a little bit ready?
I'm sure they're as ready as they can be since
All
this
right.
is happening.
If you're
constantly.
satisfied, I'm satisfied. Alright, I'm gonna go see if I can get some food from the town.
Okay. Yep. So you walk over to the communal building, and there's people eating, and it's set kind of like a banquet almost. Like what little bit of food they have is like on platters on like a large, long table. And nobody says anything to you when you come in, and if you sit down at the table, nobody really looks up at you to say anything.
Okay. I'm gonna take my platter and I'm gonna leave.
Okay. Yep. So there's like probably like a couple pieces of chicken. It's not a lot. There's some apples from, you assume, some type of nearby orchard or something like that, and then some grains and stuff.
Okay. I am going to put the food outside of reach of the pigs. I'm gonna throw one of the apples in with the pigs. And I'm gonna set some rations out anyways, just to be safe.
Okay. All right, and then you take your watch. You said, Xander, you said you were watching with him?
I thought we were making a trap. You're just gonna set the food out there.
That's the trap.
Can I actually make a trap, like being in the wilderness, like
If you
knowing
want to.
I
survival
mean, you
stuff?
can, yeah. You can roll
What's your
survival.
Well, I don't know. Snare. Like a simple snare. Roll survival.
Okay. Yeah, roll survival. Yeah, you make what you can only assume is probably the world's most effective snare trap. You're going off of the assumption that it's some type of like bear,
Okay.
because everybody keeps saying that it's large, and everybody insists that the wolves wouldn't do anything. So you do make the snare fairly large, like to fit over a bear's paw and that kind of stuff.
See, this is how you do it.
Alright, nice. Okay, we've got this set up. I'll take the first watch unless you want to.
Oh, I'm going to bed.
You're going to bed? Alright.
All right, cool. Roll a d20, Stisk.
Okay.
All right. Yep. You pass by the night. Nothing like really happens. Nobody comes out. The pigs, run around the field a little bit and make some noise, but it's nothing insane. The wind does start to die down a little bit. It gets a little chilly. But other than that, your shift passes without any event.
Alright, getting Kyler.
Okay.
Kyler, time for your shift.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So you lay down and go to bed. Kyler, what do you do? Are you gonna go out there or?
I wake up Xander.
Okay.
What?
It's your shift since you can see in the dark.
Can I?
Can
I'm
you?
not sure. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I
Can't he?
can.
As a Goliath, I'm not sure myself.
Yeah,
Probably no.
I'm pretty sure you can't, actually.
Probably dim.
Yeah, I can see in dim light as well.
Alright. Give me 1 second. I need to grab my copy of Volos.
Yeah, since I'm not like an official. Yeah, my vision's normal, it looks like.
Wow.
I mean, worst case scenario, you can just sit there and talk to the pigs in the dark.
Oh my goodness. I'm not talking to them. I'm not even gonna go near them.
I figured.
Cat will watch them get murdered and then call us.
I will smile. Well, no, that's out of character.
No, you do not have dark vision.
Okay.
Do you believe him anyways?
It's your turn.
Fine.
And I'll
I
go
still
back to
go
bed.
out there.
Yep. Okay. All right. Roll a d20 as you sit where you remember laying the snare, which, I mean, you find super quickly. Okay. Yeah, your shift passes uneventfully. The moon does come out. And it's an extremely nice night for you. You haven't been like by yourself under the stars in a while. So it's kind of nice to just sit there. But yeah, your shift passes uneventfully.
Okay.
All right. Yep. And then you go back.
Just wake up for
Okay.
Huh?
your turn.
Oh, okay. I grab my book
Okay.
and I go walk my ass in the dark that I cannot see into
Mhm.
the pig pen
Do any of us have dark vision?
and sit down and
Some of you do.
Got the only-
I have dark
Yeah.
vision.
listen.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, how on a clear night like this, how much light is being provided?
I mean, you could probably
Dim
see. Yeah, it's pretty dim. I mean, the moon's pretty full, so you can see a decent like 10 feet in front of you.
Okay.
You're not like stumbling around, tripping over roots and shit.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
I'm like, depending on how clear of a night, I should be able to see. So yeah, I just sit down next to the pigs and listen and watch.
Okay. Roll a d20. All right. Yeah. You listen and watch. About halfway through your shift, you do think that you hear growling.
Oh,
But it's like
Did
for
I
a
roll?
second and then like it's gone. You probably convince yourself that it's just your mind playing tricks on you. It's kind of spooky.
all right.
That's it.
Then, all right. Then I guess. Then I guess I will pull out my book. And how far away is the building we're staying in from the pig pen? Would you say?
Yeah, a couple 100 feet for sure.
No. Well, when I get within
I mean,
120
more than
feet,
that, but yeah.
Oh,
You're good. Yeah, when you get within 120 feet.
yeah. I'll message Kyler and say, I thought I heard a growl. Probably didn't. Your turn. As I'm walking back, not even to the building yet.
Okay.
Like passed out.
He is.
But it's also in his mind, so I can only assume that in the middle of whatever he's dreaming about, all he either hears or sees is me being like, "Wake up!"
Grab your brush.
Roll perception, Kyler.
Hold on.
Yeah, you hear it.
Damn it! I will grumpily get up and stumble on over to the pen.
Okay.
And I will pass him by, say nothing, and walk back in and go to bed.
You're like growling your hair is me.
Okay.
I don't think I heard that. I don't have good hearing.
All right. Yeah. You make it back. So you're not going back to the house?
What? No, I'm going back.
You
to
are
the
going
house.
back to
Go
that.
sleep.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, I said I'm going back to the
All
house.
right.
Go to sleep.
Yep. So Kyler, you make it out to where you assume they put the trap.
Mm-hmm.
Roll your d20. Okay. At the start of your shift, Kyler, you hear a pretty impressive howl. You're not accustomed to really hanging out in the wilderness all the time, so it definitely catches you off guard for sure. You wait for a moment, and then you hear an answer, presumably from a different animal who howls back. This goes on for a couple minutes, and then it's over.
But there's no like anything being broken or anything around here.
Mm-mm.
No sounds of attack.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, just wolves being wolves.
Yep.
As far as I know, they do barky things.
Right. They do indeed do barky things.
The moon's out, a woo's out.
Right.
God.
Oh
Damn
my
it.
god.
Yeah, that's the end of your shift.
I'll go wake up Tiny.
Okay.
This is like a shed, correct?
It's kind of like a stable.
Like a stable? Okay, how tall is it? Is it as tall as these other houses?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go over there.
Okay.
And I'd like to use Misty Step, and
Okay.
I'd like to be on the roof.
Okay. Yep. You misty step up onto the roof. Roll a d100.
Fucking, I forgot.
Oh no.
Oh god,
Oh, what the? Hello? Oops, I did it wrong. My bad.
this isn't Reddit.
Shut up.
Okay, but what would r/1d100 even be about?
Who
Like, I don't
even
know. I don't use
knows?
Reddit. I
Let's
don't know.
find
I
out.
don't use Reddit.
Hey.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, not again.
It's
Fuck.
the unicorn.
Yep.
I knew it.
Just what we needed.
As you misty step up onto the roof, you take a look around, you figure out what's going on. Looks kind of nice out here. All of a sudden you hear like this weird neighing sound. You don't remember there being any horses or anything. As you look around, you see a dim light. You look down on the ground and there is a unicorn grazing.
Fuck. Is it inside the pin or is it like outside?
It's on the
pin?
outside.
Oh god. Well, I guess this is better bait than anything.
I would
I'm,
love
like,
to see
I'm, like,
anything trying to
telling
catch
it.
a unicorn.
I'm telling you.
Right?
I was like, shoot. Shoot. Shoot.
Oh, are you saying okay?
Can I talk to it?
Try.
Is it? Okay, fine. I'm talking to it.
Della.
Okay, I'm talking to the unicorn.
Okay, hold
Hey.
on.
Only so the pigs can chime in.
No! It's a trap! You fuck! I'm so mad now. I don't
Oh
want to
boy.
talk to the pigs.
Hey, Oinkers, do you see that?
Hey,
It's a
what you
fucking-
doing up there?
What
Hey, you
languages
got
do
more
you
food?
speak?
You got any more food?
What?
What languages do you speak?
I speak Gnomish and Common. Why?
Gnomish
What
and-
does it speak Elf? Does it speak Elvish?
Mhm.
Oh my lord! But it's not. Even though it's considered an animal, I still can't like.
Not an animal.
Okay, yeah, motherfuck.
So you hold out your flower, and you do try to talk to it or whatever, and it looks at you for a little bit, and then it responds to you in a very like sing-song type voice. And when
Lord.
you don't respond to that, it responds to you again, this time in Elvish, because you do know what Elvish sounds like, even if you don't understand it. And it talks
Okay.
to you for a moment in Elvish, and you kind of look at it, and then it looks back down at the grass and continues eating.
Do I know what it said? Like any like I.
I mean, like,
I'm surprised I don't
so
know
I'm surprised too, to be honest, as a
I don't think we added that.
researcher.
Well, I don't think I don't think we finished what.
We might not have.
Yeah.
Well,
we didn't.
we'll do it this way.
We'll do.
You don't.
What?
Well, you don't. So you're not fluent in Elvish, but just like I'm
know
not
bits and
fluent
pieces.
in Spanish, I know
Okay, like
enough
bits and
to
pieces of it.
understand what's going on. Yeah.
Okay.
So he kind of like looks up at you, and you get the words "why," "forest," "fey,"